This is Jaz Coleman. It's our 40th anniversary. I'm on the road. We're in the tour bus, and this is for Denver Rock City.
People, you are listening to Hypnotic Turtle Radio, people, and we're kind of blown away. We're joining Jaz Coleman, Killing Joke, world-renowned composer, tonight in Denver for their 40th anniversary tour, which, I mean, is mind-blowing to say, but Jaz, how are you doing, man?
I'm having a great time. You know, since we got to America, the warmth, the reception, and the gatherers coming to the concerts just make it all worthwhile. You know, you see faces from as far back as 1980, sometimes before that even, and then new friends and faces, and they tell you how the music touches them, or the music. I try to tell them that I stand outside of the band and I'm a fan too. If you can imagine that I use Killing Joke's music as a punter. I listen to it in the early hours of the morning, or when I'm wound up, or when I'm working out, or doing something like this, you know. And so the music is so much part of my life, and the people that make Killing Joke are the gatherers, are the people who get our records, come to the shows, and live the life. Because what it's all about, what is it all about? It's about living an alternative lifestyle if you can. What is the goal of life? The goal of life is to do what you love doing and get paid for it, right? You know, it's that simple, right? And this is the path to paradise, right? And that's what we're trying to do, you know, in a funny way, in a small way. Next year I'm going to actually do some campsites where we're going to all go camping together in a few places like this, and go fishing, and I'm thinking of going to the Azores would be the first stop. Yeah, and inviting a load of gatherers or anyone who's crazy enough to come and join me. It would be 3 days of fishing followed by fish and chips. This is the master plan. Part of the 40th anniversary celebrations.
Man, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
But man, I mean, 40 years, man. I mean, but like you said, I mean, you kind of realize your goal. But I mean, has your vision, or has the vision for Killing Joke changed over the years, or evolved, or?
No, not really. I mean, if I look at...
I mean, obviously the styles have...
What I was dreaming of when I was 19, 20, 21, 22, I was dreaming of an island at the ends of the earth. Well, I've got that now, you know, and I was dreaming of maybe I'd go back to classical music. Well, now I'm conducting one of the greatest orchestras in the world.
That's insane, right?
For Mr. Putin. Funny enough.
That's wild.
It's wild, but my whole life is in Russia. And I'm in the US now as a contrast, I'll tell you. So that's great. You know, I love music. I love making the music. And when we do Killing Joke, it's a very spiritual thing. After a show, we feel we've had communion in a funny way. Yeah. Spiritually, I think there's something good about this. It's helping us all get through our lives, you know. It means that much to all of us. And then... And it's the people that's the most important. People are the most important thing, I think. You know, we all want to become millionaires and this and that, and have this and have that. But the most important thing for me was the other guys in the band. You know, like here we are 40 years later, same guys, and we're doing it, and we're innovating, we're still creating, and this is a great gift. And like I said before, the people that put food into our stomachs, I'm always mindful of that, and it's like one enormous family, a global family that we've created with our 40 years. And I suppose I am proud of our accomplishments. We're not a stadium band, as you can see, but I like the places we play. And I like I like what we have. I don't lust after anything else, really. You know.
That's awesome. I mean, if you were a stadium band, you think the music would be the same?
I think we'd be dead.
Here we go. We gotta do this. You're just like.
soul. Oh, come on, but don't you let me go. Silver and I heard a fly. Got this dinnerino, now I'm never going back. In my heart, yes, in my soul. Oh, come on, but don't you let me go. Don't you let me go. Got an itch, I've gotta move around. Friend, I ain't stupid, I'm just coming down. In my heart, yes, and in my soul. Oh, come on, man. Don't you let me go. Don't you let me go. Thank you.
Yeah, when you think that 1 in 7 musicians die before the age of 35,
Sure.
we've been lucky when you think of it. I mean, that's a higher casualty count than going to Afghanistan in the military, you know.
Right.
So and Paul didn't make it,
No.
or to this time, you know, which is sad. Yeah, what a journey, huh?
No, what a journey. I mean, but yeah, like you said, I mean, like you know, viewing your performances as a communal, religious experience, spiritual experience, you know, and I think and I think that's the big takeaway from you guys. I mean, all the bands that you've influenced. I mean, whether they're heavy bands or they're folk bands or whatever. I mean,
or Kate Bush, he's a massive fan.
Please. But I mean, these are people who really kind of adhere to that. Where the performance is the. Well, like us, this is our church. You know what I mean? This is where we come to be exposed or anything, or release anything. Ask for forgiveness, anything.
Well, that's right. Everybody's in the same boat there. But look, what we have to do with our lives is try and make a bit of paradise now. Now, whether that's like you're sitting up at an illegal bar in a cellar, or doing a gig to 10 people, or whatever it is.
Right.
We've got to live this alternative culture, this alternative life. Live fucking dream, When I was in my 20s, what I used to do to get rid of my fear is I'd book a ticket to South America or to the Middle East, and I'd go with £10 in my pocket.
No kidding. No, you're
and see what happened. And I'd do it just to try and make myself strong to survive, I do these crazy things. I really would go and when I moved to Iceland, I went with £1 in my pocket.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and I would do these things just so I could transcend my insecurities.
Wow.
And it was good training. My life's been crazy when I think that before the age of 16 I've got 4 criminal offences, okay? And the last criminal offence I had, which was before my 16th birthday, I was going to Borstal, which is hardcore, not nice place to go.
Right.
And it was only getting into the National Youth Orchestra of Great Britain that saved me from that. I had 3 drug offences and 1 offence for poaching.
Poacher?
Poaching, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, pheasants and trout and stuff like this.
Well,
So it could. What I'm trying to say is, it could have gone the other way.
Absolutely right.
You know.
But you found your outlet.
We could have been murderers or be in prison or broken the law, this kind of thing. But yes, Killing Joke stabilised us. I think I consider it an effective surrogate for the male war impulse. Really, that's what it's been for us, because the biggest problem we've got is masculinity.
Oh my God, please, see, Jesus Christ.
No government should be comprised of men. Because when men get together, they take risks, you see, and it's the way we are. But of course, everything's going to change as we move into the 21st century with the transhuman agenda. You know, you're going to be downloading into your body an IQs of 300 or more, and this is the plan. But I don't know about this. These kind of things won't be available to the ordinary man on the street. You can see now.
It's gonna be a
there's a super elite.
Oh my God,
there's a super elite that's emerging, and the way it's going is you're going to have two visibly different species in the future. You're going to have those people who will have the privilege of having the transhuman applications to their bodies, and they're going to be living a long life. You'll be able to grow limbs and download your consciousness into laboratory reared bodies, and like I say, upload your IQ to 300 or more. But then there's going to be the e-workers who don't have access to this.
Well, yeah, and we're eliminating jobs by the thousands, right?
They'll visibly look different the way it's going. And you see, well, you know, whatever I say or feel about it ain't gonna fucking change jack shit, is it? You know, the way the planning's going. No. We're living in a sixth extinction period.
No, thank you. Right.
And so, like, I guess the way the hidden hand is doing it is that we have to change our bodies to acclimatize to the changes that are going to happen to the planet. God knows what they are, you know. But we're living in this time, and Killing Joke seems to be the most appropriate artistic response still to my life.
It really is. You know, it's almost more viable now than
I think it
ever,
is.
You know?
Yeah, I would tend to agree with that. Yeah.
I said now every day, spider fighter spins a web and then it flies away. Is it cold? Said will it be okay? If it were up to you, the sun would never shine again. If it were up to you, the sun would never shine again. If it were up to you, the sun would never shine again. If it were up to you, the sun would never shine again. But at a distance, spider fighter wonders why I never take a chance. Is it too much? Will it be in me? If it were up to you, the sun would never shine again. no, no, would never shine again. No, 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 would never shine again. No, 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 never shine again. No, 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 never shine
Are you still influenced by the music of today, or do you listen to music now? I mean, obviously you listen to music, but I mean, do you listen to new music, or because you're also got another life as a composer?
Well, if you ask Youth that question about do I listen to music, he'd tell you probably the truthful answer, which is no, I do not. Right? I don't know. He'd say, "Oh, Jazz only listens to himself." That's what Youth would say. And you know something? He's right.
He's right.
I listen to Beethoven. I
Sure.
listen to certain classics, but the reason why I don't listen to a lot of music is I don't want to be influenced by it.
Sure.
I want to choose my influences. I want to find my sound, and listen to the music inside me. And so I don't listen to music externally, which is why I like to go to the island in the Pacific and listen to just nature.
Yeah.
Because there's no cars, nothing where I live there, you know.
Is that where you go to write, or is that just?
No, I don't go there to write. I go there to not
decompress.
write.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, to just be.
Yeah.
Fishing, eating.
Yeah.
This kind of shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Smoke some weed.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, just to be. Yeah, with people that I love.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. But no, my life is very exciting. You know.
Oh, it sounds like it.
Yeah, I love working in Russia. I'm having such a great time there, and I love living the rest of the time in Prague, which is such a beautiful city.
I've heard it's so amazing.
It's just every day you wake up and you go, wow. I'm very privileged in this way. You know, I'm very lucky in this way. Like I say, it could have all gone the other way.
Sure.
I've been knighted by the French. I mean, incredible.
That's
it's a long way from going to Borstal, hey, and then to getting a fucking knighthood. It's just a long journey, man. Living in squats and that shit.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Yeah. Who'd have thought it? Working for Mr. Putin, man.
That is insane. I mean, do you work with him directly, or just people? Obviously.
I'm working with the second greatest orchestra of Russia now. Yeah, and last time I went there, I got kind of upgraded from the state orchestra to the Philharmonic, Russia's greatest Tchaikovsky's orchestra, the orchestra that Tchaikovsky
That's insanity.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and I have such a good time there, making music, just classical music there, and I have these
Which is
two
equally as
lives.
intense,
It's so
but
different.
right.
It's so different, you know. But the last time I went there was to record the Killing Joke Symphonic album. But the thing was, I didn't make enough money to pay for the recording, so I had another commission, which was from the United Nations. So I put the two together.
Wow.
So now Killing Joke's music is for the United Nations. Can you believe it? Wow. And on the 12th of this month, I'm going to the UN.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
To perform it, or just to present it?
No, they've got all the music. They love it. So I call it a Gnostic Mass, because that's what it is. I've used different texts over Killing Joke's music and orchestra, and then put full choir. The whole thing's in Latin and Sumerian, and it's 1 hour 35 minutes long. And when you get this recording, what I want you to do is, because you see, you can't listen to Killing Joke really when you're eating, because it gives you indigestion. Right? But so you can now with the Killing Joke classical music. Now what you'll do is you'll make a 3-course meal for all your friends, and when you get to the table, you put the music on with the starter, and by the time you get to the dessert and drinks and smoking at the end, we're 1 hour 35 minutes. It should just be just right for the perfect 3-course meal to listen to Killing Joking. It's just one of the best recordings I've ever fucking done. It's amazing.
I can't wait. We're going to do that.
Yeah.
I have to now.
Yeah, you have to, yeah. A nice big spliff.
No, that goes without saying. That goes without saying. Jazz, man. Thank you so much. I mean, 40 years. I mean, what's next? I mean, is there more Killing Joke on the horizon? Or
well,
obviously, but I mean,
never going to stop.
Right.
None of us going to stop. You know, these guys are my family.
Oh, yeah, man.
No, I can't see that happening. No. We'll make more music.
Yeah, of course.
The next album beckons.
Yeah.
You
Awesome,
know,
man.
yeah.
Too
It's a
exciting.
great life, you know. And look, as my mother said, if you look for the good, you'll find it.
I mean, sure things are never said, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, a lot is lost on the outlook, I think, nowadays. We're also beaten down and negative about everything. It's hard
It's
to...
easy to get into that
Right.
place where people are very greedy,
Yeah, oh my
humans
God.
are being what they are.
Right.
But then if you look for the good in people,
You
you'll
do find
find
it.
it,
You do find
and you'll find great people. There's great people in this world. You meet them at Killing Joke concerts.
Yeah, man.
You know, someone said to me, if you ever meet a gatherer, like a real Killing Joke, I don't like the word fan, you'll find probably one of the most interesting people in the world, and they'll put you up. They've got great knowledge of music. They're great characters. This is what I can say about the people that support my life.
Yeah, man.
You know,
It's beautiful.
It is. I feel blessed, and there is the divine, and it's real. You know, and you don't have to do it by going to a church or this or that. You know. It's real. I've been blessed by the grace of God.
Well, and we're lucky to live in the time of Killing Joke, man. You know.
Well,
so,
it's very kind that you say
absolutely,
that.
man.
We're just a musical group, but it's a very special little group.
I think it is. I think it's a very special little group, man. Jess, thank you very much,
Thank
man.
you very much.